What's going on, guys? So, new video. I'm doing wiring and stuff like that. You know what? I woke up today and I just had a bee in my bonnet. I want to start putting the glass in. I kind of had enough of it looking all ratty and everything. I've been pricing out some of this kind of window felt and all that, but I can do that down the road if I decide to, or I'll live with it. It is what it is, because that stuff's not cheap. I've got all sorts of miscellaneous glass I've got off of different cars and stuff, so there's driver's glass. I got both rear windows. The passenger glass is in this door. That's the reason I got that door. So I'm going to start putting it together. I actually, a long time ago, one of my last videos, I had to make one of the little brackets, or whatever you want to call it, the holders for the rear glass. I don't even know where I put it. I bought a special, a new piece that the channel, the glass sits in, because on this side I made my own, welded up. It was terrible. So, well, I knew it was like 40 bucks. Live and learn after the fact. So I want to put that in there, and then, like I said, I have these panels. I fogged them black. I want to put those in, just kind of get those all test fit in the back with the seat and everything. You know, make it look like a car again. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. I'll probably clean this glass up, you know, give it a good Windex, and then, yeah, start putting it in. Alright guys, we're going to level with you. I've been working, I haven't been actually filming. I put the glass in this whole side of the car, so I had to change this weather strip in there. This piece that runs down there, the little setting channel, I changed that, put the glass in, glued it to the whatever little channel there. The back glass, I had to put a new channel in. Took the old one out because I actually had made it. Welded it all together. Yeah, this is what I changed. I took my custom one out, put the proper one in, and then again I glued the glass in with the channel with some, you know, window, whatever, caulking type stuff. So that's that. I put that in, rolled them both up tight, so I'll let that sit overnight, and then it'll set, and that's the end of it. The main reason I did it first, I want to kind of show what I'm doing, but I've never done it before in this car, or a 55 or Tri-5 or whatever. They're all kind of the same, but at least now I've done it once, so I can show you how doing the other one. Hopefully it'll go swimmingly. The other door actually already has the glass in it, so all I gotta do is pull out the wing window, put the new rubber in there, and then the back was real easy. All I did was just put the glass in and crank it up, and that was the end of it. So I'll show you how that goes. There's just a few little pieces in here to take apart, but yeah, I'll clean the glass up, get to it, show you how it goes. Alright, so I got the rear glass cleaned up, ready to go. The channel back here, I don't know if you can see that or not too well. You can see up here, I just filled it with the window goo, so I rolled it all the way up just to get up in there. Yeah, push it around my finger, and I'll roll it all the way down, and then I'll put the glass in. The glass actually comes in from the inside, and might try and get the helper and the helper dog to maybe hold the camera for me, but that's what I'm going to work on. Alright, so for the front door, you take the butterfly window out. So it's got 2 screws here, which controls the little crank, a bolt that goes through that actually attaches it to the window. There's 2 screws at the top, 2 screws right down here, and then this is at the bottom of the channel. So you gotta loosen all that, and then hopefully I should be able to wiggle it out. I might pull the window as well. We'll see. I'm gonna try not to. Yeah, I'll get that pulled out. So there we go, the glass is out. Here's the little butterfly window. So pretty simple, right down here my pinky is. That's the where the crank would be. And you can see it just opens and closes very simply like that. And the crank itself, where did I put it? Right here. So you can see it's just got a set of gears in there. And the bottom of the window fits in that little opening right there. And as you turn it, it just articulates back and forth, and that's how it opens and closes. Very simple there. So what I have to do is take this window out, which actually isn't too difficult. You just kind of put a little pressure on it and it pops right out. So I have the new rubber that goes right there, and I have another piece, it's still in the bag, that goes on that side. And then I have this piece of window channel, which goes right here. So this piece I gotta pop out, and the other one I just kind of, I put it in there and I put a little bit of that window goo in there just to hold it. And that's pretty much it. The only thing you gotta make sure when you're taking this out is what way the window opens and closes, so it stops the proper way, so the window will open out or whatever it is and stop out. So that's all you gotta do, and then you just want to make sure the little lock piece is in. This one's actually bent, so I'll have to see if I can hammer that straight once it's all apart. But I'll take it apart and show you guys how it goes. Okay, so I disassembled everything. I got the glass out. I got all the rubbers, the new one, all the rubber off the housing, and then I peeled off the little track there. So I'll trim this one to fit, but it just kind of pops in like that. I just put a little silicone in there to hold it. And then this here, you can kind of see it's got a little ridge that fits on the inside, the little channel there. So you got to kind of get the window in, and this as well. It only fits one way. It's got a little hole at the top for that, and the bottom has a little bit of a slot, and it's got a bigger hole right there. It only goes together one way. So there we go. Glass is in. Everything works. Crank out. Oh, and then this all the way down, all the way up. So I still want to change this little section here, these little window felts. I'm getting those priced out, but they're not cheap, so I may just live with them the way they are. But it's a car with glass. So see how motivated I am. I think I might try and put the rear window in. Maybe I'll Google how that's done. Never done it before, but how hard can it be, right? So I went over, I pulled all the clips off because it would have had chrome trim, so I pulled all those off. They just kind of look like those. I scuffed it up and I gave it a shot of black paint because I don't want to just primer it. It'll have a little bit of protection hopefully against rust, so I'll let that dry and then maybe back at it tomorrow in the back to try and put the rear window in. In the meantime, I'm going to work on the front. I'm going to pull the front window out, which should come out super easy.
Excuse me, Steve. Hi, friends!
So there we go. I kind of just cut the window out just because it's easier in trying to pull this all off. But I mean, now that it's done, ooh, well, that's all gross in there. But just kind of grab it, pull it all out. Well, I really gooshed this one in there. I might have to pull this trim on stuff out. So I'll do that. This is the old window. Unfortunately, it's a green window, which would be nice. But it's got a big crack in it. So same thing. I'll pull all this goo out and I'll kind of clean it all up. I'll probably just paint it black, let that dry overnight, and see if I can convince my old man or something like that come over, and we'll struggle to put some windows in. That'll be fun. Alright, well, I got a lot of this goo off. It's crazy. It's like still sticky and all sorts of stuff, so who knows what it is. But I'm gonna have to, get some solvent or something, get most of it off. But before I put some paint down, I forgot I want to take these off. These are, I guess, for the molding there. I guess for like the Bel Air. So it's on both sides. So I was gonna cut that out and then just kind of weld that up real quick. And there was actually a couple on the back here, just right here. So I was gonna grind those down, weld those in before I put the glass and all that in. So I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. It's probably about 10 o'clock there, so it's past my bedtime. But yeah, I'll grind those off tomorrow, plug weld those, just kind of, you know, roughly do it. Don't have to go too crazy on it, but I want to be welding around the glass. And then the back window, I'll try and put that in. I got 3 back glass and only 1 front, so I figure I got 3 tries to learn before the front one, worst case scenario. It looks good. I'm stoked. Glass on the car, it's really making some progress. Unfortunately, it just looks, these cars look so stupid with no front glass in them, so it's driving me nuts. So I'm hoping by pulling it out, it'll motivate me to get all the glass together in a hurry, then door panels in, maybe some seats, who knows. But I'm leaving it for a night. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Alright guys, so I figured I'd show you what I did here. So got the glass out, I cleaned it all up with the you know, real roll-lock wheel there. So it's all pretty much down to some bare metal. I was going to give it a quick coat of black paint just so behind the rubber it's going to be somewhat protected. I did the back last night because it was much easier, so you can see I just painted it and that's it. So I'm going to try getting the glass out, see if I can get my old man to come over and see if we can do this. Never done it before, but how hard can it be? Okay, so I got this piece of back glass. I cleaned it up real nice. I want to make sure it's nice around the edges. I got some rope or string or whatever, and then some silicone lube. That's what everyone on the internet said to use. So you have to fit the glass on the inside channel, and then the outside channel is what you're going to put the string in, and that's what's going to attach it to the car. So the glass is going to sit in here and wrap around this little lip right there. So I'll get to putting this rubber piece on, and then hopefully set it in the car. The back glass went in surprisingly well in the first try. Didn't break it even, so that was good. Now moving on to the front. Helper. Not as good looking. He's got to make sure, he's got to make sure you clean the edges real good. A lot of silicone spray. It fits in and take your time.
Rubber off and just hold it in the.
You want to take the rubber off just right here?
Yeah.
Unless the glass can come out.
It comes out. Like, look at it.
Like we had it where it was supposed to be. You want to try the other piece of glass? See how it fits?
I was just thinking. I wonder if it's.
That fits way closer.
It does. It really does. Where did that window come from?
From the guide. It was already out. Remember all those?
Yeah.
Probably should have checked that first, eh? Well, Chris lied to us. Because that, I mean, we could make that fit. No.
That, yeah. Because that, yeah.
I'm glad I didn't throw us out at work today. I was like, I should just toss it in the truck and deal with it. But I mean, because this clearly, I mean, if it goes up just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this fits.
Practice putting this one in just for fun? Well, what the hell?
Well, I mean, you you didn't buy it from the glass store, so.
You know what though? Like well, still, I mean, it feels like it's.
Well, let's lift this up and just gently put it on there. Maybe we should put a piece of cloth on it.
Why?
Well, yeah, I guess.
We're gonna break the piece of glass that will never be used again?
Look how much bigger it is.
Well, that's probably the problem.
Professor Obvious.
Alright guys, well clearly the windshield's not in, so I was kind of recording on and off. I was going to do a little fast motion thing of us putting that thing in like a couple aces, but that didn't happen at all, and eventually it got to, I don't know if it was on the camera or not, but we decided to pull the rubber off, just see what the windshield would look like without the rubber on, because we couldn't get it to fit. And the windshield was just huge. It was really like it was too big. I was like, what the heck? So then I had the old one. We put the old one in. Well, it was way smaller. So then, I mean, it's a little funny because it's sitting on top. So this is the old window. I mean, it has the same shape, everything like that. The top's basically butted up here, but this is the one we were trying to put in. It's, you know, 3/4 an inch too tall somehow. Now, that being said, this window came with the car. It wasn't installed. The guy told me it's for a Tri-5 Chevy. Now, I mean, who knows? Who knows where he got it from or what the deal was, but obviously it's not the right window. So, you know, the rubber fit on everything, but just it wasn't going to fit, and that's fine. So tomorrow I'll call around, see if I can find one. I guess I'll have to order one in. Unfortunately, I haven't been looking for any glass or anything like that because I thought I had one. But that's that. I mean, all the side glasses in. I mean, the back ones, you know, they go down. They're all good there. This is the only kind of little the felts I got to try and find. They're real expensive, so I'm trying to figure out some sort of alternative to that. You know, I got the front ones in, the butterfly windows. They all just work, you know, ooh, perfectly. Everything works nicely. And you know, the back glass went in super slick. You know, just I went with the plain Jane 150 trim, so it's got no chrome or nothing, just black. But yeah, it turned out great. So unfortunately, I mean, it was you know, pretty high and a pretty low there, but I'll get on the horn tomorrow. Hopefully I can find a piece of glass there in the next week or so and finish it off, because I really wanted to get the glass in this car. It really makes it look like a car. In the meantime, a few things show up in the mail today. So I got I stored the Z-gate shifter. I've never had one before, but it's supposed to be kind of a, you know, half-ass ratchety type shifter, so that'll be fine. And then I got these two. They're ball joint spacers. So I don't know, heard a lot of mixed reviews on them, but ultimately, you know, you kind of put them on between the, you know, the ball joint and the upper control arm there, so it'll fit underneath, but basically something along those lines. So I'll space it up. I think they're 2 inches. So I'm hoping, because I have those big block Chevelle springs in there, I'll get the 2 inches that I want out of it. It'll have a bit of a nose-high stance and go from there. But so I mean, yeah, that's that. It's over for right now. I think obviously this glass video, or whatever I'm going to call it, is over now, and I'll move on to something else. So probably, you know, interior stuff, cleaning up, all that sort of junk. But yeah, make sure you comment there. Give me a hard time. I really enjoy that. Subscribe to the channel and tell your friends. All right, guys, that's it for me.